Living the Dream TV. I'm Kim.
I'm Jim.
And we're your hosts.
Today we're at the Success River Ranch. It's a family-owned property, primarily hunting, and their goal is to make all of their guests feel like family.
Stick around to the end and we're going to give you a sneak peek of their newest lodge. I'm so excited. We're out here with Jen and Shane Stevens today at their beautiful ranch, and you guys are in for a treat to hear about everything they've done here and just about who they are as people.
Okay, give us some history. I mean, you guys obviously been married a while, you've had this dream, now you've got the kids, now you got the place. How did it all come together?
I can tell you, Shane and I met young. I met him through my older brother's friend. We didn't date then because he was older. However, Shane has talked about this and having his own ranch as long as I can remember. Eventually, we started dating by the time I was in college, and we were married. We've been married 23 years.
Okay, yeah.
So we've been married a long time. He used to stay up all night long looking up ranches.
Yeah, I used to spend, I'd say probably 5 hours a week, just looking up ranches and researching real estate. And Jen, she grew up on a ranch. They had 3 big ranches out in West Texas, and that's how I met her. I used to hunt at her ranch with her big brother.
I did everything I could to get away from the ranch when I went to college because I wanted to order a pizza that could be delivered. I thought that was so cool. So when I went to college and I got my first pizza delivered, it was a big step. As we got older and we got more into our careers, we wanted to do everything we could to get back to the ranch.
Yeah.
And so Shane, I call him a serial entrepreneur. He's literally worked his whole life to provide this for our family. We have 4 boys. One is 19, 16, 12, and then 5. And this is like a boy's heaven out here.
Yeah.
And mine too, because I hunt and I fish and I grew up that way. So it's good family time.
You have an amazing story too. Like you've gone on some big hunts, right? Like that's just kind of part of your family. And don't let this little girl fool you. You've killed some pretty.
Well, we leave for a grizzly bear hunt on August or July 30th.
Yeah, like 20 days.
Going to the Yukon. Shane got it for me for Christmas.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We've been to some of the nicest lodges, some of the most amazing places that you could see across the U.S. and the rest of the world, South America. And I want to bring a lot of that here.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do this full combination of like top quality lodging, top quality animals,
Right.
top quality guides and service, and top quality food. So if you can combine those 4, everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but I'm super OCD, Jen's super OCD. I think we can pull it off.
I've seen your list of exotics. So what's not on the list that's coming soon?
Okay, so we'll have kudu. We're going to have a lot more sable, gemsbok, potentially a giraffe would be coming, just a male for now. The animal buying has become an issue. I've been a little
shopping problem.
obsessed with buying animals.
We do have a wallaby coming.
Wallaby, yeah. What about orcs? Did I see orcs? You already have orcs?
So we don't have oryx or gemsbok. Now we have scimitar horned oryx.
Right.
And then we also have Arabian oryx. So
Okay.
the 3 species that we have that are super rare are markhor, and there's less than 5,000 of those in the wild. We have addax, which there's less than 150 of those in the wild. And then we've got the Arabian oryx, which there's less than 5,000. So we're trying to also create a bit of a sanctuary, but a self-sustaining sanctuary. So as the population stabilizes, we get them breeding herds, then that offers opportunities to hunt them, and that's how we pay for the feed bill.
So most of these are African plain games, so they're, during the summer at least, they're at home.
Oh yeah.
What do you do? Do you have to do anything in the way of supplemental feed?
So
And does it have to be specific to species?
100%. There are certain species that say can't handle copper.
Right.
So, we have this ranch partitioned off into 3 separate pastures. And so we may feed a certain type of feed that has no copper in the pasture where all the rams are. And then we may do substantially more protein if we've got a bunch of our bigger stag or elk or whitetail running. Now, this ranch in particular is perfect for raising African animals, and that's because of the topography. So these hills, you've got all of these north-facing slopes that are super steep.
Sure.
So where some of these ranches, like during snow, had lost perhaps 30-40% of their animals, we lost maybe 5%.
Right.
And a lot of those were just kind of older, weaker animals,
Right.
either super young or super old. So we've got that. It kind of blocks the wind from them and gives them a place to hole up. And what we do before freezes come is we feed like crazy. Alfalfa, we'll put $5,000 worth of feed out at the bases of these areas where we want them hanging out. So when it hits, they're there and they're like, okay, we just bed down. So we just try and stay ahead of it.
Tell us about the venue here. So you got all kinds of, like, people gonna have weddings, family reunions, and then we're gonna get to see the lodge tonight as you unveil that.
I've never been in anything quite like it. I've just pieced together components of a few places. I was like, I think this will work and this will work. And it's kind of a blend between rustic and modern, or contemporary, I guess, a little bit,
Mixed
and
with industrial.
It seems to flow. This way we can host weddings, corporate retreats, family reunions. It'll essentially be an event space. Once the lodge is done, we're about to start on the pool. And once the pool's done, we're going to build about a 3-acre lake behind it.
Yeah.
Hopefully grow some.
Put a zip line over it.
Yeah. But
Oh,
Jen,
believe me, my kids, that will be first. And if
100%.
we live on Lake Travis, and the first thing they said is, Mom, we could put a zip line all the way down because we're on a cliff. And I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, they'd be going 1,000 miles an hour. But really, Jen and her mom have done all of the interior design on this lodge.
People can come out and stay because you've got accommodations. You also do hunts, right?
When hunting season is going on, then it'll be used probably more for hunting. But when it's not, because it's a pretty short window,
Yeah.
then we think larger events.
Tell us about tonight. What's going to happen? Who's going to be there? What's the plan?
My parents will be there. They are the ones that have done the blood, sweat, and tears over this. And so I can't take any of the credit. They've been out here, gosh, they're out here way more than we are, all week long, managing all the construction. My dad designed it all himself. He drew the plans, he did everything. He did the dirt work, he did the retaining walls. You'll get to meet the actual people that did the work tonight. We were just behind the scenes being bossy, kind of telling them what we thought they were doing wrong. Which I'm sure they appreciated.
Is he used to that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We have Tika, she's cooking. We have a full-time chef that will be out here all the time cooking for whatever event is going on. So she'll be there. She's been preparing food since for 3 days now.
So we're hoping to start booking for events relatively soon.
Sure.
And so we've invited a lot of event planners, wedding planners, local vendors that do, say, flowers or food, catering. And so we'll have just a lot of folks out that potentially have interest in it.
Right.
And same with, our staff, former staff, anybody who's kind of contributed. It's just a little bit of a celebration of getting the lodge to this point, thanking the people that have been a part of all of this, and hopefully getting ready for a big launch in 2 months to have a grand opening.
So if somebody wanted to book a hunt or an event or something, where do they go to do that?
2 places. So the hunts are all done on, it's called 6S River Ranch. And 6S is 6 for me, Jen, our 4 boys. So it's, again, all about family. And that does extend to our in-laws, our nieces and nephews. We've got a super large family, but 6S River Ranch. And then we're naming that little 10-acre parcel up front with the lodge and the housing and the lake and all that, the TX Retreat. So just TX, like Texas, TX Retreat. So it kind of has a different branding, different look to it, more kind of stylish and I guess modern as compared to like the rustic and the snake and the S and all of that. So just kind of a different feel for it for the events.
Guys, this is great. I can't wait to talk to your parents tonight at the event and see everything that you've done. And we're gonna go check your ranch out and show our viewers what you've done out here.
Yeah, enjoy, make yourself at home. I hope some of the animals come out for you. My favorite are the zebra.
Well, here we are at the event.
The event with lots of food, so we got to get back in there pretty quickly.
Yeah. But first, I want everybody to see these cabins that they were
Sure.
talking about, and the accommodations, the fire pit, the views. And then we got the emus trying to get in, but they're not getting to come to the party.
Yes. And the parking attendants are 3 donkeys and a buffalo.
Yeah, you get greeted by them when you come. It's awesome. Let's go check out the food. We get to meet the parents of those two awesome people that we interviewed earlier, Jen and Shane. So you guys are really the visionary behind this lodge, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a family. It was a family effort.
Jen's dad just happened to be a builder.
I retired a year ago, and I was looking for something to do, so here we are.
Yeah. So tell us about it. How did this, Jen was saying this was like you kind of architected, did everything, all of you all together combined, but.
Well, I did the plans and,
Yeah.
Construction documents, and a lot of it was we just got out here and built it.
The thing that I like the most, the thing that strikes me when I walk in is these chandeliers. Those are massively beautiful. I've been around the world 22 times, and those are the prettiest chandeliers I've ever seen.
Well,
My question is, were they in the budget?
No. Let me tell you, this is a fact. Those 2 chandeliers were the entire lighting budget. So, oops.
What's your favorite part?
I love the elephant. That's my favorite part.
You should have been here. That thing was so massive, and when it's on the floor, it looked like it was half the size of a lodge.
Yeah.
And so we had all these special brackets, up there to hold it.
Yeah.
It's really an incredible story, and just you can feel the legacy and the love and, just pulling in here. It's like,
And that was one of the reasons, we want to rent out, but it's also cool because our family's gotten so big, we have nowhere for all of us to get together either.
Well, there you go. It's a good byproduct. So now it's Thanksgiving and Christmas right here, huh?
Yeah.
so you guys are high school sweethearts.
Oh, junior high
Yes.
school.
I love it.
So how many years you been married?
49.
I'll be 50 in June of next year.
Well, thank you
Good.
so much, you guys.
Thank you
It's
very
just
much.
really, you're inspiring. Your family's inspiring. You guys are inspiring, and I can't wait to see the.
That's right.
the
We'll
finished
come back for a
product.
wedding. Yeah.
Thank you, and it was good to see you
Good to see
again.
you guys too. Wow, what a fun day.
It was good. It was really good. This is an amazing place. They've done a great job with it. It's going to be fun when they get the venue up and have some activities out there.
I think what excited me is they're just inspiring family,
They're good
people.
Yeah,
Good people.
just good, solid people, and they're going to have a blast out here. The kids, the family oriented, it's a good deal.
We'll see you next time on Living the Dream TV. Do I just stand here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll pick you up in the morning.
That's a deer in the headlights look.
Yeah.